Hello everyone, welcome to today's tutorial where I would be telling you on how to install MySQL on your computer. MySQL is a very important relational database management system that allows you to write SQL queries and do a lot of things inside of it. So it's very important to different users, especially we are data analysts, database administrators, or data engineers. Now, how do we install MySQL on our computer? The first thing we do is we go to our favorite browser. For example, I go to any browser I like, and in that browser, I go there and I go to the search bar and I just type simply download MySQL. Simple. Now, this is for us using Windows. Now, for us using Windows, download MySQL and easily will be prompted usually with, you can see MySQL downloads. Make sure you see the website to say mysql.com downloads, right? So you click on it. Once you click on it, a new page or tab will open for you like this. So you can see here you have the MySQL symbol. You scroll down and you see different downloads. So now, when you have this page, all you need to click is the MySQL community downloads. It's inside this place that you're going to see a lot of things to download. Now, in the community place, you have a lot of things for you to download for, depending on what you are using MySQL for. Now, if you are a Mac user, this is where it gets interesting. For Mac users, you need to come to this MySQL server, click on it, then you follow the prompt and download from there. Once you are done, then you come back to Workbench and download Workbench. Then you are good to go. But then for Windows users, what do you do as a Windows user? You just click on this installer for Windows, which has everything inside of it already. It's going to ask you what version of MySQL you want to download, your Windows operating system, and voila. So you can choose any of them here. So I'm just going to choose this 2.1 MB file because that is small. Then I'm going to say no. When you come to this page, all you need to do is just scroll down and say no thanks, just start my download. And then the download is going to start immediately. The download should start immediately. So let's wait for it to download, and then let's take it up from there. Okay. Okay, we're waiting for it to download. So you can see now it has prompted me to say download the file. So I'm just going to say start the download, and then obviously the download I've completed. So what I need to do now is for me to open my file explorer. I go to my download folder in the file explorer, and then I should be able to see my SQL web installer. You can see it here. So all I need to do from here is for me to just double click pam pam, and once I do pam pam, it's going to be telling me this. I should wait while Windows configures the installer for my PC. So I'm waiting for it to do that. So it is rolling. So then it's asking me if I want to allow this to make changes to my computers. I say yes, and then it moves. Yes. So from here, you can see the launcher has started. So let me break this down. Bring this down as well. Good. Then we now have the MySQL installer. Now, when you have this, all you need to do is come and click on full. When you click on full, you say next. Then when you are here, it tells you all the files that are ready to download. Then you just say execute so that it starts downloading it. And then you can see it's downloading. It's downloading. So in case any of you have an error at this stage, just click on back, then click on next once any of them has downloaded completely. So that saves you a lot of energy. You just click on back, then you move forward again. But at this stage, there's no error, so we keep on moving. Okay, so the amount of time it takes to download is dependent on the type of computer you are using and also the network speed of your area. So let's wait for it to do that. And as you can see, I'm waiting for that to occur, to happen fast. Okay, so as we can see, it's all downloading as fast as it can. Okay, we are waiting for it to complete the rest. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, so once we are done now, we can see everything is saying downloaded, downloaded, downloaded. So the next thing for us to do is just click on next, bam, and then execute the download. So you execute what has been downloaded. You just installing each of them one after the other. That's what execute means. So this should be faster than the download. Okay. Okay, so I'm waiting for it to do. Okay, so as you can see, everything has been installed completely. So the next thing for you to do is just click on next, and then you try to configure each of them one after the other. So let's start with configuring the server. Click on next. It's going to ask you all this. You don't need to press anything here, just say next, then just say next, just say next. Then it's going to ask you for a password. Please don't worry yourself much about the password. You can use something very simple as ABCD 1234, anything. Just make it as simple as possible. Don't worry about the weakness of the password. Are you following me? Don't worry about the string, whether it's weak or anything. Just leave it the way it is. Then you say next. So when you're here, don't do anything else. Just say next. At this port 2, don't say anything, just say next. Then you execute. So when you execute, it's going to apply all the configuration steps, and then we are waiting for it to initialize the database and every other thing. So as you can see, it is already doing the configuration for us. Then we say finish. Then we move on to the next one, the MySQL router. We say next. Don't do anything, just say finish and you're good. Then sample and example next. Then the password you created earlier, remember, you just put it here. Then you say check. Then it's going to check it for you to say that it has connected successfully, and there's a check mark. Then you say next, and you execute this last part. So once you execute this and the script is run successfully, you are good to go. So let's wait for it. It's running the script for me now. Now you can see it has run it completely, and then it's saying what? Finish. And then all I need to do is just say next, and I just need to uncheck this MySQL shell. I don't want it to start up, but I want the SQL workbench to start up after setup. So I just say finish, and then when I say finish, it's going to open up the MySQL workbench for me. So as you can see, the MySQL workbench has opened for me completely. Now, how do I know if it has worked? I will see this local instance here. I will double click on it. It will ask me for my root password, right? Then I'm going to put the password I used earlier. Then I'm going to say save password in vault. Then I will say okay. Once I say okay, it's going to open up for me like this, and I know that yes, I already have my SQL installed on my computer. That is how simple it is to install my SQL. Thank you very much. I'll see you in class.